You're listening to the Happy Workaholic podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. This show was once about business, LinkedIn, and my life with an autoimmune disease. And then one day I found out I was misdiagnosed, so I had to switch things up a bit. Life is so short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. I'm on a mission to help women take their business and life to that next level they deserve to be at. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today, and I cannot wait to share these amazing stories of other female entrepreneurs who will be featured on the show. If you have a story or brand you want to share, send me a message on Facebook and Instagram today. You can find me at the Happy Workaholic. I would love to connect with you. Do you want a live chat during this episode? Make sure you're listening on iHeartRadio. I'm here to remind you to work hard, stay humble, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic podcast. And now let's get into today's show. Today's episode is brought to you by Your Podcast Production. Have you been wanting to launch your own podcast but not sure where to begin? Is time the only thing holding you back? Maybe you're already recording but need somebody to guide you through the production process. Do you have a message that needs to be heard? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I have just the program for you. Your Podcast Production designs, coaches, produces, and aligns you and your brand to have a successful, enjoyable, and profitable podcast. After launching my own show, I had so many women reach out to me and ask me how I did it. So what did I do? I created something I wish existed. There are many ways to create and launch a podcast, and you want to make sure you do it right from the very beginning. I believe that keeping it simple, organized, and original is the most effective and efficient way to go. Are you ready to start the process? Are you ready to learn more? Visit yourpodcastproduction.com today. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new show. You are listening to episode number 153, and today I want to share with you so much news. I've been sitting on a lot of content. I have been working on a lot of projects behind the scenes, and I'm slowly about to push it all out into the universe. So first and foremost, as always, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not an attorney. I'm just your friendly little professional patient, just trying to save the world as much as I possibly can. So first and foremost, I did some episodes on being misdiagnosed and, going through the legal part of it. And, throughout this whole entire journey, I have been taking notes and notes and more notes on how I can, fix our healthcare system, how I can help more patients, how I can help more doctors. And there's something that's missing and it doesn't exist. So I'm creating it. So my plan is to launch June 10th, my birthday, 2020. So I have 6 months to figure out and finalize all of my research. And we all know I'm like a research queen. And after the 6 months, I am going to start putting this product together. So there's going to be a physical one, and then later on there will be a digital one. So I'm super excited about that. I announced that in the very first episode, which was last Monday, of my brand new Facebook Live video series, which is called #MedChatMondays. And this is also something that I've been wanting to do, and I honestly didn't have it in me. Right now I'm just trying to heal my body, and that is the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. To be quite honest with you, my therapy is kicking my ass. And that's why I couldn't record on Friday. It's like an emotional hangover, which I've also done another show on. But I wanted to put together something for patients that is almost like a Q&A Facebook Live. Well, it is a Facebook Live. It's a series that I'm doing there. I'm also going to put on YouTube, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. So I just want to read something that I had put together for this series. I'm on my website right now, and there's a brand new page, #MedChatMondays, for you to check out. But I want to read to you what I put together for this series so that you could get a more in-depth, oh my God, I cannot talk today, in-depth, get some more information on what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. So MedChat Mondays is a live video series available every Monday on Facebook, created by a patient, for the patient, the friend, the family, the caregiver, and others involved in someone's medical journey. The objective of each episode is to alleviate some stress and get you better situated when tackling life's little obstacles. Now, we all know I've been there and done that, so this is why I'm doing this. So, Kelly has held the title, not by choice, of a professional patient over the past 3 years, which truly makes her an expert. While going through her own extremely difficult medical situation since 2016, then finding out she was misdiagnosed and now learning how to heal, she realized something was always missing. Nobody is helping the patient with all the logistics. So per usual, she created something that would. So I'm going to get into more of that when I slowly start talking about this medical product online. So tune in every week to hear a patient's perspective, that's mine, of all things mental, dental, medical, and health related. Kelly uses her own experiences she has gone through over the years in order to help others out there looking for information on how to be more organized, when it comes to taking care of yourself or someone you know, on and offline. How to be on top of your medical cases, maybe, and all parties involved. Kelly's mission is to be able to help as many patients as she can when it comes to getting better. Is she a doctor? No. Is she an attorney? No. Is she somebody that has created a system that works? Yes. What Kelly can do is help prepare you for the best, the worst, and never expected circumstances that will always come along with anything health related. She is here to provide all the insight before the stress of it all knocks you down. Every Monday, Kelly will share her own personal tips, tricks, and systems she has created and implemented into her own medical journey that have always kept her on her toes and one step ahead. Kelly will also be answering questions from viewers, so please come prepared. As always, if you or someone you know needs to see this type of content, please share these videos with them. So obviously that's third person. I wrote that yesterday. I put up this page yesterday. I designed the graphics yesterday. And, the graphics I had started a little while ago, and then I trashed them because I just didn't like them. So, yeah, I started over again. And that is the story behind MedChat Mondays. The first episode is available online. On Facebook, it's on, if you just go to thehappyworkaholic.com, you can click on the MedChat Mondays page, and you can read more there, see the videos, catch the first episode, and see what's going on with that. And I'm not sure what time I want to do it, so we'll see tomorrow, but maybe I'll continue to do the same time every Monday. And these will actually be on YouTube as well. So that's something that I have also been working on. And there's a lot of videos for my legal case, which I've been working on, which I obviously cannot post yet because that is not done. I cannot wait till that's done, but those will be there because I need to show other patients that you can actually represent yourself in a very intense medical malpractice case, because I'm doing it myself 6 different times, 6 different ways with 6 different parties that are involved. So, can anything in life be easy? I'm going to say hell no to that. So, I wanted to also, include more patient stories and get them out into the universe and get them onto my platform and share their stories, but in a very different approach. And I'm also, interviewing some medical professionals as well for a new series I'm working on. So there's a lot going on within the Happy Workaholic Network, and it's very crazy how life happens. Years ago I was a makeup artist, then I was in luxury travel. Now all I do all day, all night is produce podcasts and launch podcasts for my clients and write content and edit shows. And now that I have this free time, that I'm not doing the research for this legal case, I can now use that time and share what I've learned to help others out there. So it's the other patients. And, with this product, it's just going to, honestly, like at the end of the day, help save lives, because it's something that's needed. It doesn't exist anywhere in the world online, like physical product. Like there's just nothing like it. So I'm super excited about that. So as I said, I can't really say much about it, but I will slowly start incorporating that into my Med Chat Mondays, because I want to have answers. I want to hear the frustrations from other patients and family members and friends and caregivers of those patients. I want to hear the frustration. So whatever you are frustrated with, your doctors, the healthcare system, your appointments, whatever that is, please let me know, because that is going to help me make sure that this product is the absolute best that it could possibly be, in order to help more patients and everybody involved in their medical journey. So if you would like to send to me your frustrations, I know that's so crazy, but if you're on my VIP newsletter list, I actually sent out an email last week, I think it was, or the week before, and I got so many responses, and they were very, very long. So that just proves to me like there needs to be more work done in order to make this the best product. So I'm on it, kids. I am on a mission, and I'm super pumped up about this product, especially because it doesn't exist anywhere. And that's even more amazing. And it's going to be inexpensive so that people can get their hands on it. And then the digital will come out as well, because not everybody can, have a physical product or see or write things down. So an app would just make sense, obviously. So more news on that. But if you want to send me your frustrations, things that have gone wrong in your own medical diagnosis or medical journey, you can send them to me on my website on the Contact Kelly page, or anywhere on social media. But email through my website is best, because I know it's going to be long. And so I have just so many things in the works, you guys, and it's all to help patients. It's all to help business owners. It's all to help podcasters. I just want to help as many people as I possibly can. And so I'm really excited that you guys are here for the ride. I'm excited that I have this new series coming up in the fall. I think I'm going to launch it, and it's going to be very in-depth for patients, by patients. So that's a big project, but YouTube is also a big project, and I'm super excited that I just uploaded some new videos today. I have new ones that I'm working on, when it comes to meal prepping and organizing and just like all the shit that I love, and I can't wait to share them with you. If you have 2 seconds, I would really love it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as this podcast, and leave me a review on Apple Podcasts if you haven't done so already. Connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me at the Happy Workaholic. And let me know what you guys think of everything. The medical product launch, my Med Chat Mondays. If we're not connected on Instagram, let's do that today, because I post on my stories every single day. So I tend to put more like behind the scenes on there, and I always save them to my highlights. 1, because my memory is awful, so I can remember to find it there. And 2, so that you can always refer back to it. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. It's a lot. It's a lot in the making. It's a lot I've been working on that's brewing, and I'm finally, feeling better and being, I have more time, so I can actually put out this content for you guys to help you, especially when it comes to something medically related. Med Chat Mondays is going to be, I think it's going to be something really great, because I feel it in my gut, and I got a lot of feedback already from episode 1. So if you have any questions you'd also like to submit for Med Chat Mondays, you can do so on my website on the Contact Kelly page. So again, all the information, my YouTube channel, my podcast episodes, Med Chat Mondays, all my, just everything I'm up to is on my newly upgraded website that I did last month. So just visit thehappyworkaholic.com for all the info on everything I just spoke about. And don't forget to voice those healthcare frustrations to me, because I need to hear them so that I can make this product the best for everybody else out there dealing with something health related. And, it's stressful. I'm trying to alleviate stress for others because I've lived it, and I know how it can be. So I'm just trying to do the best that I can to help other people out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. If you liked this episode, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at the Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. And if you have 2 minutes and listening on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, I would love it if you could leave me a review. Those messages mean so much to us podcasters, and they really help me create more of the content that you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? It's simple. Head to Facebook and search for the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself, coaching programs, weekly newsletter, and more, visit thehappyworkaholic.com. The Happy Workaholic Podcast is part of the iHeartRadio Podcast Network. Be sure to follow the Happy Workaholic Podcast on iHeartRadio or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.